Chuck Schumer is forcing a government shutdown, regardless of the cost.
So we see now Republicans are plunging America into a shutdown.
Last-ditch efforts in the Senate to pass a government funding bill failed, officially triggering a shutdown. It went into effect right after midnight, with both sides of the aisle casting blame on each other. Senate Republicans and Democrats rejected proposals yesterday that would have kept the government funded, with the last tally of 55 to 45 falling short of the 60 votes needed. And this is the first shutdown since December of 2018, which lasted into 2019.
Now, the government shutdown leaves a lot of Georgia families in limbo this morning.
Yeah, some are wondering about their benefits, while thousands of federal workers could be sent home today, including many at the CDC.
Good Day's Lindsay Tuman is live at CDC headquarters with all of these details. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning to you, Natalie and Buck. Yes, Georgia is one of the states with the highest number of federal employees. Many of those work here at CDC headquarters, and a lot of people who work here could be furloughed until further notice.
Thousands of federal employees are waking up in limbo this morning due to the first federal government shutdown since 2019. According to the Congressional Research Service, 81,000 federal civilian employees and more than 65,000 active duty military personnel are in the Peach State. During a shutdown, military, federal law enforcement, and air traffic controllers all stay on the job, though without pay for the time being. So while you likely won't see much impact at the airport, roughly 60% of CDC staff could be sent home. The organization will keep monitoring for disease outbreaks, but communications will be impacted and patients could be turned away from the clinical center. Most benefits, including Social Security, veteran disability checks, SNAP recipients, Medicaid, and Medicare, should be safe for a few weeks. But other assistance programs, including the more than 228,000 Georgians who depend on WIC, could lose funds if the shutdown drags on. Lawmakers are pointing fingers at what needs to happen to fix the problem. Georgia Republican Congressman Buddy Carter, who's running against Senator Jon Ossoff, wrote on X, "I'm forgoing my pay until an appropriations agreement is enacted, and I'm calling on Georgia senators who shoulder the blame for this shutdown, Senator Warnock and Senator Ossoff, to do the same." Meanwhile, Senator Ossoff says this all boils down to fixing health insurance issues.
Tonight, Republicans blocked a bill to fund the federal government and prevent catastrophic increases in health insurance premiums. More than 20 million Americans will see their health insurance premiums double next year if we do not act. And that's why I urge the president and Republicans to work across the aisle to reopen the federal government and to prevent these huge increases in health care costs for Georgia families.
A lot on the line right now, and for all those employees who are furloughed, well, they will be paid retroactively, but in the meantime, they could be missing one or two or more paychecks until everything is resolved. Reporting live from CDC headquarters, I'm Lindsay Tuman for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Lindsay, thank you for that. Now, Emory University says the impact of a short-term shutdown would be limited. However, if the shutdown continues for an extended period, there could be disruptions. Funding for Pell Grants and federal loans is already in place for the current semester, but a prolonged delay could impact students during the next academic year. A long shutdown could also slow research progress, create backlogs, potentially leading to funding gaps in ongoing projects. And a prolonged shutdown could also jeopardize Medicaid funding for Emory Healthcare. Georgia Tech receives more than $100 million per month in federal funding for research activities. The school's chief financial officer says it plans for these types of situations and is well positioned in the short term. However, if there is a prolonged shutdown, the institute says it would, quote, need to take measures to further preserve cash and maintain campus operations, which includes postponing certain purchases, hiring, and non-essential travel.
National parks will largely remain open. The National Park Service oversees 11 locations across the Peach State, including the Jimmy Carter and Martin Luther King Jr. historical parks and national battlefields, monuments, and seashores. If a National Park Service facility or area is inaccessible during non-business hours, it'll be locked for the duration of the shutdown. Staffing will vary by park. Now, TSA employees are federal workers, but most are considered essential employees. However, during the last shutdown, some workers called out sick, leaving some airports short-staffed. We will have more on the shutdown's impact at Hartsfield-Jackson coming up in the next half hour.
And we're working